Edward Grinnan, editor-in-chief of Guideposts magazine, and I also write for Daily Guideposts. People sometimes ask me what inspires me to write devotionals, and particularly, what inspires a devotional. And what inspires me most are deadlines. And we come to the fall season, and usually I try to finish my devotionals by my birthday, which is December 11th, and that keeps Andrew Attaway, the editor of Daily Guideposts, somewhat satisfied, but it's still pretty late. So I do mine right up to the end, which means that the fall is devotional season. And anybody who knows me very well knows to, if they don't want to be in a devotional, avoid me. And my wife is always threatening me. We will have a discussion and sometimes maybe even an argument, and then she'll stop and she'll say, "This isn't going to turn into a devotional, is it? I don't want to see it in a devotional." So people are very wary of me. In fact, the first devotional I ever wrote was about a marital spat I had with Julie, about the proper way to make guacamole. Now that may not sound like an idea for a devotional, but it actually turned into a pretty sweet one. And that was probably about 15 years ago. And we're still married, and we still like guacamole, so it didn't tear us apart completely. One of the great inspirations that I've always had for devotionals, are my dogs. And a lot of you have probably read about the parade of them that have appeared in Daily Guideposts. And my current dog, the dog love of my life, is Millie Jo. And she inspires me because I learn from her, and I learn from her in some amazing ways. I've watched Millie, who came from the country as a puppy, come to the city and become a city dog, to overcome her fears, her natural apprehension at crowds and noises particularly. She loves people, but noises she's not so happy about. Excuse me. So there's always been, this discussion about whether bravery, whether true courage is not being afraid of anything, or being afraid of things and able to overcome the fear of what you're afraid of. And for Millie, it's been wonderful to see her overcome fear. When she walks down the street and she hates those metal grates that shopkeepers pull down in front of their shops or to cover up their windows at night. And that happens on my block right around the time of her evening walk. So she's very wary of those things. When she sees the shop owners out in front of their stores, she thinks one of those gates is going to come crashing down. But slowly and surely, she's gotten more and more courageous when it comes to walking down the block. And now she kind of looks at them warily, but she walks right on by. And I think that's real bravery, to face your fears and to overcome them. And that's one of the many, many things that Millie Jo has taught me.